Hi, I'm Curtis Cooke, the Executive Chef of Cal-a-Vie Health Spa, and welcome to my kitchen. The recipe we're doing today is one of my personal favorites. It's an arugula salad. We're going to garnish that arugula salad or pair the arugula with some nice ripe cherry tomatoes, beautiful organic strawberries, some toasted almonds, goat cheese, and pickled shallots, all dressing it with a champagne vinaigrette. Super simple, super easy. Salads are a nice thing to have all the ingredients in your refrigerator so you can whip it together real quick. So the first thing we need to do is get started with the vinaigrette. And our vinaigrette is going to start with champagne vinegar. To that, we're going to add a little bit of vanilla bean paste. You can find vanilla bean paste in most stores. You don't have to buy the little vanilla bean where you get like one per jar. You can buy a small jar of the paste, which is the vanilla beans kind of extracted for you, ready to go. A little bit of Dijon mustard, some Cal-a-Vie honey. Did you know that we raise our own bees here to give us our Cal-a-Vie honey? We call them employee bees. And then we have all this in our bowl. We're going to kind of agitate it with our whisk, getting it ready. And with the bowl kind of rocking around like that, let's just put a little towel underneath it so I can work hands-free here. And then as we start to do this, I've got a little bit of grapeseed oil that I'm just going to incorporate in. It's called emulsifying. The honey and the Dijon mustard is all going to help bring that vinegar and that oil together. But if it doesn't completely come together, it's okay. Just with enough agitation, it brings it together temporarily for you to dress the salad. One easy way to do this in the refrigerator is in a mason jar. Put all these ingredients in a mason jar, shake it really vigorously, and then add to your salad. So we've got them all coming together, a nice emulsifying vinaigrette here. And what we're going to do, if you blink, you miss the most important part of this demo. We've got our vinaigrette. Most of the calories reside in the oil in this vinaigrette. We need to add it to this arugula. We've got this beautiful baby wild arugula, nice bitter punch to it. So what I'm going to do, the technique we use here at dressing salads, I'm going to use about a half of this spoonful. We always touch the bowl and just kind of do this. What happens to that dressing is it kind of goes underneath the arugula. So now, as I toss, because these greens are delicate, I'm just kind of lightly tossing it, using all of my senses. I can see the dressing kind of hitting the arugula. I can feel it on my hands. And in just a second, if we taste it, we can taste that it's on there. And for me, I just want to lightly coat the greens because we want the arugula flavor, the pepperiness, the bitterness to kind of go with all the other ingredients. So if we overdress it, we're just chasing dressing. So for that arugula, to plate, I take what my hand can comfortably hold. This is my right hand, my dominant hand. I'll guide it with my left. That way I get this nice kind of uniform but slightly messy salad. Now let's place all this and let's get ready to garnish. So for these cherry tomatoes, real simply put, you've got them in season. Let's just start placing them on there. If you spend the time to properly dress this salad, to cut these cherry tomatoes, to cut the strawberries, properly toast the almonds. Why mix them all in one bowl where all the ingredients fall to the bottom of the bowl and you're kind of fish them out? Let's put these guys right on top. So let's take a strawberry, and I love cutting them this way. You have all different shapes. You kind of start with this conical shape, and I like to cut it in half. And then I just cut these nice thick kind of slices out of it. It turns them into these little triangles. Place all of them on there. You could slice it, you could dice it, any way you get that strawberry on there. Let's go with this guy right here. And the sweetness of the strawberry kind of goes right up against the bitterness of the arugula, so they're going to make a nice match. Some slivered toasted almonds, 350-degree oven on a sheet tray. Pop it in there. I set a timer for 5 minutes. May not be done, but it gives me a good time to check them to see where they are, but I'm looking for nice golden brown. One rule of toasting nuts: if you smell them, most likely by the time you get to them in the oven, they're burnt. So we'll take those and just kind of rain some of these beautiful toasted almond slivers up. And then goat cheese. You can crumble it and just put these nice little soft pillows of goat cheese all around. That white sure does contrast all of these beautiful colors. And then last but not least, we've taken some vinegar, salt, and sugar. The recipe is with all of this recipe in the link below, but to pickle shallots, we brought that vinegar, that water, that sugar, that salt up to a boil, poured it over some sliced shallots, let it sit for 24 hours. If you've got some unused shallots around, onions, garlic, you know, it's a good way to kind of pickle it and add just a little bit more acidity to this salad, and these rings just plate so nicely. So we'll add some rings back to it. To me, the pickled shallots are the hidden ingredient in all of this. Add a little bit of shrimp, some chicken, some salmon to make this kind of an entree lunch salad, or serve as kind of a first course. But here we have it, our arugula salad with strawberries, cherry tomatoes, some goat cheese, pickled shallots, almonds with a champagne vinaigrette. This recipe and many more are found in our cookbook, Beautiful Living, Cal-a-Vie Health Spa. If you've liked this video, click the subscribe button, press that like button. We'll see you soon.